Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day is going wonderful. I'm so glad you're joining me. Well, today we're making a card using some Hero Arts items. I didn't put this under the 5 easy step category because there's going to be a few extra steps to it. But we're using the Hero Arts color layering stencil. This is a 4-piece stencil set and it is called, it was really pretty. It's called Meadow Blooms. And what I thought was really neat is there's a coordinating die that you could use to cut out the blooms, and you can use the positive and the negative of it. And so we're going to be using this. We're going to stencil 2 panels and then create a stacked background and layer it on top. I thought that would be really fun. So let's start off by doing some layering. This is a 4-piece stencil set, and they are, it looks like they're indexed on the very bottom, the bottom right corner. So we're going to start with stencil number 1. I'm going to trim down a piece of cardstock that's the same size as the stencil, and the stencil looks like it is 5 1/4 by 6 1/2, just to make things a little bit easier. I said I was going to trim these down to the same size as the stencil, but I changed my mind. I made them a little bit smaller, just so my stencil would stick to my grip mat. Okay, so we'll take stencil number 1. Let me move this out of the way. We're using 2 inks. I have Ballerina and Guava from Simon Says Stamp. I can zoom in a little bit more. And I'm going to first go over stencil 1 with Guava, or with Ballerina. I don't think I mentioned it, but I'm using Spellbinders Alabaster cardstock. Be nice and soft. So there's my Ballerina. And then I'm going to take my Guava, using a smaller blending tool, just on the larger flowers. I'm going to add some of my pink. I'm going to do the same thing one more time, and then we're going to move in with our next stencil. For stencil number 2, we're using butter ink, and we're going to go over the flowers with this beautiful yellow. And then I'm going to add a little gradient like we did with the first set of flowers with my Positively Saturated Melon ink. It's like an orangey, yellowy color. Lovely. And then we'll pick up a little bit of this orange, and again just going over the larger flowers. Okay, we'll wipe this off. I'll do my next panel. For stencil 3, it's all about leaves, and I'm going to be using my cabbage ink, and we'll go over all of our leaves. My colors today are kind of, I wanted to go for like a vintage kind of a feel, so that's why I'm adding a little bit of brown in here. You'd be surprised by just adding a little bit of brown how much of an impact it will make. Okay, so now we have cabbage down, and then I'm going to go in with some browning. This is my Simon Says Stamp Cappuccino. I'm just going to use my blending brush here, and we're going to add a little bit of brown highlights to some of the edges of our leaves. So brown and green leaves. I'm going to wipe off my stencil and we're going to take a look. Doesn't it kind of give it like a little vintage vibe? I love this. We're going to go ahead and move along to our next stencil. For my final stencil, I'm bringing in a darker green. This is my Simon Says Stamp Artichoke, and we're going to go over the entire panel with artichoke. And then I kept my cappuccino because we're going to do a little bit of highlighting with that. That's artichoke. And then we're going to add a little bit of brown. Let's go on the base. We're going to add some of the cappuccino on the base of these branches and stems. Maybe we can kind of pull everything together. I'm going to go ahead and wipe off my stencil and we will take a look at the finished product here. And I'm loving the color palette. Don't you think this is so pretty? Wonderful. And I had already did another one here. The second one that I did, rather than center it, it was easier for me and quicker just to line this up in the corner for the second one. Okay, so that's why it's offset. And I'm not worried about this will be my background, but this is what we're going to be die cutting out. Speaking of die cutting, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to take the fancy die, the Meadow Blooms. Pop this off. And I'm going to cut out, I'm not going to cut this one out, but I am going to cut out my flowers. Okay, so I'll cut these flowers out, and then I'm going to bring in another piece of cardstock, and I'm going to just take the die and cut out an A2 panel with this. Okay, so I'll do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm excited about how this is going to turn out. I think it's going to turn out just lovely. What I'm going to do next is take the A2 panel that I die cut out, and I'm going to glue it with my glue over the stencil background. It's hard to tell on camera, but it does give it a little bit of texture, and I like that look. And then I will trim off the excess that's overhanging. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this and place this on the front of my card base. We have lots of flowers left over. In fact, all of the flowers from the negative piece when we added our panel on top, and then all of the die cut flowers, of all of them, we're only going to use these 2 flowers today. Because since we do have a busy background, I don't want to overwhelm it. But plenty of flowers left over to create some more projects. And we're going to just use these. I'm going to bring in a stamp set and we're going to stamp a greeting. I thought this would be perfect for my card today. We're going to be using the Hero Arts just because Stampin' Cutting die set. I like this set because it has the tag. We're going to stamp this and also the greeting that says a small gift with a big thank you inside. Let's stamp our tag and then also our greeting. I'm going to go bold and stamp with my VersaFine Clear ink for my sentiment here. The Stampin' Cut set also will cut out your greetings too. So we'll stamp this and then I'll also stamp my tag. And then I actually used my Lawn Fawn trimmings, my white twine, and tied a bow on the tag. Okay, so we have a greeting and a tag. I'm going to pop up my greeting with some small foam squares. I'm actually going to put a couple larger foam squares behind my tag also. And then to break it up a little bit, or maybe we don't need that. I think I'm going to create a banner. So I'm going to bring in my banner punch here. This is a 3-in-1 banner punch. And I'm going to punch out a banner with the smallest. You could do 1.5 inches, 2.5 inches, or 2 inches. And I have a strip of cardstock that is 1.5 inches wide by 5 inches tall. I'm just going to slide it. It's going to create the smallest banner that I can, but I'm going to do the opposite end too. We'll just slide this in here. And then I have a banner here. I'm going to use that same twine. I think I'm going to wrap it around here. Maybe use a little adhesive so it sticks. Add a little bit of texture on my card today. Here we go. And then let's add The best thing about Spellbinders tape runner is it goes over twine. So easy. I don't know if you can see it, but you see how it just goes over that twine? Love that. I'm not going to add any foam tape to this, but I am going to place it kind of wonky. Maybe this way. I'm going to attach it to the twine that's on my banner, almost like they're connected. And then I'm going to trim this a little bit more here. Okay, we're going to add our greeting, kind of tucking it under here also. I think 2 is like the perfect amount. 1 here and 1 here. I just didn't want it competing with my background. Okay, for finishing touches, I'm bringing in some of my Hero Pearls. This is white. And I'm going to test it on the end of my banner here. Lovely. I think this is going to work great. I'm going to put a pearl in the center of each of these flowers, and I'm also going to add pearls to the larger flowers in my background. The pearl is white, and I think it will pull in the white from my banner. Just put it all together. I just love those pearls on these colors. Now, I was only going to make 1 card today, but you know what? I'm going to throw in a bonus. For those of you who stuck with me over here to the end, I'm going to make another card because we have all of these florals left over, and I wanted to put them to good use. So we're going to make a quick card. So let me pick out some flowers and stamp my sentiment to make this go a little bit quicker, and we'll make another card. Okay, I picked out my florals. And this is going to go by really quickly because for the most part, everything we're using, we used earlier. Okay, the same inks, everything. I used the cappuccino ink to stamp my greeting here on the alabaster cardstock. And then I layered some yellow and green behind it. And we're going to glue this down to the front of our card base. My card base, I made a little bit of extra detail. The only thing that I did bring in that we didn't use earlier was this border set. This is from Hero Arts, and it's the Hole Punch Edge fancy die set. These will cut out little squares, anything you put it to, and so I added little squares here. They're see-through, but I don't think it's going to affect my, I just like the way that looks. You can see the inside. Okay, so we adhered this down the middle. I did create a tag here that I want to add off to the greeting. Okay, and then I wanted to pop up my greeting, but I also wanted the placement, so I ended up stamping and die cutting out the same greeting and then popping it up with some micro squares. And we're just going to layer this right over the existing greeting. So now we have a little bit of dimension on that. As far as the florals go, we're going to pop these up with some foam tape. And we're going to add them. I kind of want to create a little C-shaped swag. So this one's going to go upside down. Well, actually, let's put this one over here. We'll put the yellow over here. And we'll put the pink upside down on the tag to kind of start the curve a little bit. And I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove my greeting real quick. And I'm going to put this over some of my greenery. Then I'll add my greeting over the existing one, over the flowers and over the leaves, just so it kind of pops here. I have to glue this part down over this flower. Lovely. And then for finishing touches, all I'm going to do is bring back my Hero Pearls, the white, and we'll add some flower centers. And that's all there is to that card. And we still have lots of florals left over. So 2 fun cards using almost the same items. Again, I did bring in this die set, which I'll link below. It's pretty fun. But those are my card projects for today. I hope you enjoyed them. And I thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.